And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with your 4-part crossover, part 2, this time taking place in Arrow Invasion part 2. Or part 3 if you want to really count it because of Supergirl, but technically I don't count Supergirl because she comes into their Earth and it doesn't really start anything over there. So I'm calling this part 2 because technically it started in Flash. So in this one, obviously Oliver, Diggle, Sarah, and Ray all get abducted by the aliens, and now they live in what seems to be their perfect life. I mean, obviously, they wake up and Oliver's engaged to Laurel. You see Laurel return. You see Diggle being the hero that he thinks he wants to be, obviously, because instead of being the sidekick or being Spartan, he wants to be a hero, and in this case, he's the Green Arrow. You have Thea seeing her mother and her father again. You have Sarah seeing her sister again, alive, and they start thinking, this is a dream come true. This is happy. We're gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, and they all realize that this is probably in their minds because they start getting flashbacks of what their real lives are like, where you see Oliver seeing flashbacks of how his father died and how he lost Laurel and yada yada yada, all that good stuff. And while that's all happening, you have the team, known as obviously the Arrow team, looking for them and trying to figure out where they are. And apparently they need some kind of technology to be able to get a lock on the alien mothership. And they go after some metahuman with electricity powers. That was kind of weird, but I'll put that in my negative right now. Just give me 1 minute with that. But I do like this episode for what it was. I mean, it was great seeing the actor who plays Oliver's father from Season 1. He was cool to see. Seeing Deathstroke for a little bit brought back some Season 2 memories. That was cool. Seeing Damien Dark again, even though he's in Legends now. And of course, Tommy Merlin was in this. Just a little bit, but he was in it. And of course, you've seen Malcolm Merlin as well. So that was pretty cool seeing them all. And seeing Diggle being basically Batman, Green Arrow, it was kind of weird. He had the dark voice. It was just bizarre, but that was kind of fun too. And you see Felicity totally being a normal person. It was just weird with Felicity in a good way. You know how she usually acts like her quirky self and whatever. Funny joke here, there. This one, she had a straight face and be like, yeah, you got to give it to this guy, because when Oliver found out that Diggle was the Arrow, she literally went crazy. It was just bizarre, but yeah, cool episode nonetheless. I've had some moments in here I'm like, okay, where are the aliens? So here's part of my negatives here. Honestly, we didn't really get to see the aliens, so that was kind of a bummer. And there was a point in the episode where you had Wild Dog and Ragman teaming up with Supergirl and Flash, who come in, near the end. It was just bizarre, and they have to fight some woman who's got electricity powers. I didn't get that. I don't even know why they needed that. This is supposed to be a 4-part crossover with them fighting aliens. I just didn't get it. Curtis was cool in it. You got to see Curtis hang out with Cisco for a little bit, so that was kind of funny. But what was up with this part with this whole fighting some random woman in the real world, while the team, who was basically kidnapped, was basically in their own dream world? I get that part, but this whole part with they're fighting some random villain was just bizarre. That felt weird to me, so I didn't like that at all. Also, I didn't like the fact that there was no other heroes in this. You got to see Flash a little bit, and then you got to see Supergirl for like 5 seconds, so that was just bizarre. But, and obviously you see the chemistry that Wild Dog and Barry and Supergirl have. It's not there. He doesn't trust them because they have powers. That was weird. But other than that, the episode was fine. Just those flashbacks alone were cool to see. Seeing what Oliver really wants. He wants to be with Laurel. What Sarah wants. She wants her sister back. Diggle probably wants to be the hero that he should be, and Ray, who's engaged to Felicity in this, wants just to be with somebody. So that was cool seeing, but the rest of it was just weird. So out of this part, I'm probably going to grade it the weakest out of all of it, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow to the ending to see what happens, because honestly, so far this is the weakest part of it, which is very strange. And Arrow is usually the strongest show, but what can you do? So I want you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the episode if you've seen it. So stay tuned for tomorrow, because part 3 or 4, if you want to call it that, just to be fair, unless they're going to continue again in Supergirl. I doubt it, but let's see what happens. I'm calling it part 3. So leave a comment below, let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned for more. Thank you, and have a good night.